Done ready.
What is up, everybody? My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed, all about pressure washing and quote IQ. In today's video, we're going to be responding to comments on some of our most viral videos. Mike, are you ready for this?
I love this. This is one of my favorite things I do on Fridays. I just read comments and decide what videos I'm going to make next.
Okay, sweet. So we're going to be going through, seeing if we got funny comments that we can make a response to, all that kind of stuff. We're going to give a couple minutes for you guys to jump in the chat, and we'll get into this. Before we get into it, though, we do want to let you guys know that Quote IQ is giving away 2 MacBooks on March 23rd. There's less than 2 weeks left to get in on the giveaway. If you guys haven't checked it out already, check it out. First link in the comment section and the description of this video will be links to download Quote IQ on the App Store and the Google Play Store. When you become a subscriber, you will get the opportunity to win 2 MacBooks. Pretty exciting stuff for the launch of our desktop version, which is, I'm going to put that on the screen. In order to use it, go to myquoteiq.com. Right, Mike?
That's it. myquoteiq.com.
Okay, sweet. Maybe we can answer like a couple questions before we get right into it.
Yeah.
So check out the giveaway. First link in the comment section description if you guys are interested. Boom. We got a good question right here. How did you become self-employed? I hate working for other people. It's genuinely depressing.
This is one of the, there's 2 suggestions on how you can become self-employed. The first is you walk into your boss's office and punch him square in his face, and then you will be unemployed and self-employed. Or you just determine where you want to go with your life and determine what kind of business you want to create and start working on that. I would suggest that you don't punch your boss in the face prior to having a plan in place to have some sort of income stream.
I would say the biggest mistake that a lot of people make when they're trying to become self-employed is cutting the bridges and the ties and burning the boats, right? Like, don't quit your day job. Don't punch your boss in the face. Like, it needs to be a slow progression of going from employment with somebody else to self-employment, unless you have like no overhead, unless you don't have any bills, you live with your parents, you don't have any children, then maybe you could just say, you know, it's good, I'm going to quit and we'll go work for ourselves. But what it should be is a slow progression from whatever you're doing currently into what you want to be doing and acquiring customers, figuring out pricing, chemicals, equipment, all kind of things like that, workflows, all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Sophia, recently I've watched days of the Core Force content. I'm so excited for the snow in Michigan to be gone.
Yes. Go to Frankie's question or comment. That was a good one.
Okay. I'm sick of Matt being... Mike, I'm sick of Mike always, he said the wrong name. Mike always belittling his clients. He thinks his bootleg degree makes him superior to everybody.
Yes. And I would like to reply to this great comment from Frankie Sr. A, my name is Mike. It's not Matt. B, I don't belittle my clients. I belittle the comment section. Now, on occasion, if there is a client that needs to be belittled, I will certainly belittle them publicly and shame them and humiliate them. That is what I'm doing. I'm actually doing this a service to society by pointing out the flaws and the unintelligence of so many people, hoping that maybe they'll see this and they'll say to themselves, you know what, I am a complete idiot and I need to get smarter. I need to work harder. I need to make more money. And as far as my bootleg degree that's right up there behind me, I don't think it makes me superior to everyone. It definitely makes me more superior than you and Frankie Sr., but it is not a bootleg degree. It is from the Citadel, the Military College of South Carolina. It is a 4-year degree, and I did it in 3 years because I'm smarter than you.
Wow, that was really good, Mike. I feel like I was watching a live short on that one.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I'm going to cut that up and then humiliate Frankie Sr. publicly even further.
As I think you should. Okay, sweet. Let's move on to the next one. Hey, guys, love the app so far, but we're having issues getting customers uploaded. We send an email with the details. If you have any issues, send it to support@quoteiq.io, and we will field it and help it and fix it.
But let me just touch on that real quick. This is not going to be a Quote IQ support ticket, but make sure that when you're uploading your contacts in your CSV file, that it's everything is the same. All the headers are exactly what needs to be set up. There's a video in the Quote IQ app, and it also is in there where it says upload. So just make sure all your headers are matching, and everything will upload perfectly.
Mike, I see your audio's fixed.
Yes, Delaware Diamond Softwash LLC. It is now fixed. I tried to go live to tell you that I was going live with Justin, but my audio is not working.
Okay. Christian Bean, wish I had that option. Lost job to health issues, trying to finish my trailer, but funding is tight now. Struggling, but still going. Isn't it illegal to lose a job because of health issues, Mike?
I think it depends on, there's like right to work states and things like that, but we don't know what Christian Bean's whole scenario
Maybe
is.
check litigation. The biggest thing is, I think this is referring to the comment earlier about how to become self-employed.
Yes.
Don't wait until catastrophe strikes to decide that you want to become self-employed. It needs to be something that happens like today, taking little action over a long period of time. It's like losing weight, right? Like you can't lose like 100 pounds in a week, but you could lose 100 pounds over a year, and you could build a business over a year and replace your income. What do y'all think the best thing to start with? A 2.5 gallon per minute washer or build a 5.5 gallon per minute soft wash system? Mike, this one's for you, big guy.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention, Justin. I
What are
apologize.
you answering emails, Mike?
Yeah. What do y'all think is the best thing to start out with, a 2.5 GPM or a 5.5 soft wash? The best thing to start off with is not a 2.5 GPM pressure washer. I think that's going to be underpowered for a professional business. I think you probably want to maybe save a little bit more and then invest in like a 4 gallon per minute machine. That way, you're not going to have to upgrade as quickly, and you're going to be more efficient when you're on the ground. As far as a soft wash system, a 5.5 gallon per minute soft wash system is more than adequate to do 90% of the things that you need to do on a residential property. And so I would probably wait, save up, get a 4 GPM machine, and also get a soft wash pump. It doesn't have to be, when you're first starting up, like there are beautiful pieces of equipment that are available to you, and they can be relatively expensive. When you're first starting out, right? Like Cody over at Southeast Softwash, he builds beautiful equipment, right? And that's a huge undertaking for a lot of people to come up with that type of money, or have the faith in themselves that investing a significant portion of their startup money into something like that. I mean, that takes a lot of faith in yourself that you're going to be successful. With all of that being said, you don't have to buy a $15,000 or even a $12,000 soft wash system. You can put one together. Hell, I think Northern Tool has got a little 5.5 gallon with a tank, a sprayer, a gun, everything that you need for like $500. Get that first, make a bunch of money with that. You can make a ton of money with that system, and then go and invest in bigger equipment and better equipment as you progress.
Is this equipment right to start my business is really like a double-edged sword, okay? Because you could do two things. You could wait and save more money to get a better equipment setup, but you may never start because you may always be trying to save for better equipment, or something could happen, or you never know. Or you could start with what you have now and reinvest later. I always lean towards that side of things. Like whatever you got now, start at least, get going, reinvest as you get jobs. But either way, you know what I mean, is a good way to go. It's just some people get stuck in the land of what equipment should I get, and they never get going. Sophia, I heard health insurance while self-employed is about $900 a month. Can you confirm or deny this? It's one thing scaring me from leaving my job. I can confirm this. This is like my health insurance is like around $900, which, dude, it comes with the territory. Do you want to make big money? Like, do you want to have money taken out of your paychecks whenever you get them, or do you want to have to, just cover your health care? I don't know. Mike, what do you think?
I think our healthcare system is broken. I think that we need a lot of help, and I think our government is not doing a very adequate job of keeping costs down. The entire pharmaceutical world is a complete joke as well. And if we didn't learn that from COVID, then I don't know what we did learn. But private health insurance can be very expensive. But when you're making significant income, then it's not that much. It's just a drop in the bucket in the grand scope of things. When you're first starting out and you're relying on somebody, or not when you're first starting out, when you're working for somebody else, right? They're footing some of that bill, right? They're paying for some of that health insurance. You're also paying for health insurance when your deductions are coming out of your paycheck, I would assume. But you're also so limited in what that paycheck is going to be, right? That's the biggest downside of working for somebody else. They determine what time you go to work, what time you go to lunch, what time you go home, and how much they're going to pay you, right? You can work a little bit harder, maybe, and you can get a couple bucks extra an hour or increase your salary a few percentage points, But at the end of the day, you are completely under your employer's control because they control everything. That's why so many people take that leap of faith and go out on their own and become self-employed, are entrepreneurs, start their own businesses, right? So that's my take. That was kind of a long way around it, but
That was long, Mike. No, I'm just kidding.
thanks.
I think we both like the saying, "Eat what you kill," right? And it's
Yeah,
very fitting for working for yourself because when you work for somebody else, it's like, you're civilized in a sense where mommy and daddy put the food out and you eat, but
yeah,
when you work for yourself, you eat what you kill. So if you don't kill, you don't eat,
right.
essentially.
And what's funny is we were talking about this. The title of this video that everybody's watching right now is commenting on videos or comments. And I got one this morning and I made a video about someone had asked a question about like, when do you decide you're going to go to work, right? And my question, my answer to that was like, well, I work 24/7 because I own my own businesses and I'm constantly thinking. Now I'm not on the ground, doing manual labor, but I am constantly thinking and working on ways to generate more business, different avenues of income, right? Because one thing, but so this guy responds. This was a comment, and I was actually going to make a video response to it, and I probably still will. But this is it. That's the problem of owning your own business. F working 24/7. When I clock out, I go home, enjoy union benefits, and don't even think about the work until the next day. And my response to this is, and not everybody wants to be poor. Not everybody is meant to be rich. And when you have that mentality that just punching a clock, making your widgets all day long, whatever it is probably not the way that you're ever going to accumulate much more than living a little beyond paycheck to paycheck. Yes, you've got your union benefits. You've got a pension. You've also got somebody that's telling you where to be, what time, when you can go to lunch, probably when you can go to the bathroom, and how much you're going to make. Back to my point to so fear or no fear. And like, I just don't get it, right? Like, if
So
that's the route that you want to take, then that's the route you're going to take, and that's the life you're going to live. Where you're punching out, you're popping a beer, you're going to go to sleep, and then you're going to get up the next day and make that same widget for another 8 hours, being told what to do and how much you're going to make.
And Jim Rohn used to have a saying, and it was wages will make you a living, but profits will make you a fortune. Okay, so you kind of have to decide for yourself, which one do you want to do? You want to make a living or do you want to make a fortune? So some people like the safer route. Hey, it goes back to risk, right? The more risk that you take on, the bigger the reward is, right? So if you are risk averse, obviously don't be self-employed. Just work for somebody else. What is the thing you look at to give a good estimate for a client? I guess whatever they're at, you ask good questions and you find out what exactly they want to quote on. But what we do to give good estimates is we send our estimates via Quote IQ and our
Right.
invoices. So that way they look super professional because that's one of the ways that you can set yourself apart from the competition by sending better estimates, better invoices, having things attached like terms and conditions, making it easier for payments, things like that.
Absolutely.
Sweet.
Pressure washing is overrated anyways. It takes no
I knew
skill,
you were going to answer that. I
and
skipped this one.
anybody and everybody can do it. The market is saturated. It's for people who aren't smart enough to pursue a degree and takes brains. And then he says, Mike is a good example of my last comment. Yes, it's true. Pressure washing is overrated. The market is oversaturated. It is a great way to waste your time and your life or become unbelievably successful and wealthy, because that's what can happen if you run a business and not just be a pressure washer. So that's the last I'm going to talk to Frankie, because obviously he is he's just a sad little human that
Frankie wants some attention, man. Hey, what things do I need to make my business official for commercial jobs?
you will need to be incorporated or have an LLC. You will need to have the proper licensing for your area if need be. You'll have to have insurance, both general liability as well as workers' comp for most commercial jobs. They are going to require it, even if your local municipality does not, your state doesn't. and you're going to have a bank account set up because they're most likely going to be doing some sort of ACH payment. There are a lot of things that you got to, the hoops that you got to jump through in order to be official.
Absolutely. But that's how you land the big jobs and make the big bucks. Delaware Diamond, I run 2 businesses and still work full time, so I see both sides of it. Time management is key. Absolutely. Hey, look, there's ways around, doing this that you could have both sides of it. You can eat your cake and have it too. Right, Mike?
Gosh, all of us have got multiple income streams. It's not like, I just have a pressure washing business. I've got multiple businesses that I'm involved with that I run. We co-founded Quote IQ, which is a phenomenal, CRM plus that is how many people have downloaded Quote IQ? Over 18,000.
Oh yeah, well, there's way more than that download.
Is it really?
Yeah.
How many?
Do we were giving away our download numbers on here, Mike?
Okay, fine.
That's a secret. If you want the download numbers, you guys have to subscribe to our what's it called? OnlyFans. We'll give you all the data there. And Mike puts feet pics on there, believe it or not.
I do. I'm a foot toe model fetish guy.
He loves it. Jonathan Aldana. I started in 2021 with a 4.4 gallon per minute, 16-inch service cleaner. I've been doing great watches. He's been doing great. Watches you guys to learn as much as I could. And he made $20,000 once he learned from us, and $67,000 last year. So that's pretty good.
That's awesome. Good job, really good. Keep it up.
Now he's on pace to do 80K, man. So you guys know what you need to do. Put the videos on play and just listen to them while you work. What marketing strategies do you believe set you apart from your competition?
Consistency, quality, and those are really the two things that really, I think, are going to set anybody apart, right? You got to have a quality offer. You have to have a quality presentation, and you have to be consistent, right? It's not just a one and done type deal. You can't just send out flyers or postcards and think that your phone's going to ring off the hook. You got to continually market and not just have one method. You have to have a broad spectrum of marketing tools in your arsenal that will allow you to touch people on multiple levels.
The other thing is a systematic approach, right? Like you don't want to be just shooting into the wind. You really want to have like a reason for what it is that you're doing. You want to know the psychology behind how people make purchasing decisions. And that's a lot of what we go into in the inner circle. If you guys want to check that out, I'll leave it linked in the comment section in the description of this video. But really you want to know what kind of moves the needle with people whenever you get something in front of them and why they pull the trigger on it ultimately. What percentage of gross income from your pressure washing business do you suggest putting back into advertising when you're still small and starting up?
Okay, there's a difference between revenue and profit. I would say profit 20% if you're just starting. Because if you're just starting, that means you don't have a lot of customers, and you need customers to be successful and have a sustainable business. So I would say 20%.
Right. And I would say, like, if you're just starting out, what do you have more of, money or time? Because if you have more time than money, then I would go out and pass out flyers, yard signs, door hangers, cards, J cans, kiss babies, like do the whole thing, get out there and run the streets. Also hit social media for all the free stuff that you can. You don't necessarily need to, but like, obviously once you start landing jobs, throw, like Mike said, 20%, could be 10, 15, 20 back into ads. Sent y'all an email about some calendar glitches in Quote IQ. We've got it, and we are working on it. Thank you guys so much for charging too much. I'll keep taking your jobs. Keep it up.
That's awesome. This was a comment that somebody else made, so this kid is trolling. I love it. I appreciate
Warren
it.
Cash. You should really change your last name because you are not going to have any cash if you do not charge more. Honestly, though, when you can set yourself apart from a marketing perspective and you can frame yourself as the top person in your city, there's really no competition for you. Like I will sell against you all day, Warren, and run you into the ground, like charging more than you. So
yeah. And that's the beauty, is people like that, people that think that cash is the determining factor in any sales transaction. You're just wrong, and you don't know what you're talking about. So I would suggest that you, just like Justin said, go back, go to our channels, watch all of our videos, and hopefully it will change your mindset on how you're running your business. Because if you think that me charging too much is impacting your business, you're misguided, my friend.
This is like me having a fossil bag and charging like $100 for it and saying, I'm going to sell way more than Louis Vuitton because you know
Louis
what I'm
Vuitton.
saying? Like
Yeah.
that the Louis Vuitton bag's $2,000. You know what I'm saying? But it's a different customer base. Like if I could sell my bag for 2,000, you could only sell yours for 100. I only need to sell one for every what is that, like 20 bags that you sell? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So anyway, what do you guys recommend when you're doing a 2+ story roof and pump loses head pressure?
Get a new pump.
Oh, hit him with a new pump. And know your worth, says Jonathan
Yes,
Aldan.
sir.
Absolutely. How do you suggest upsells to clients when they don't understand the process and feel like it should be included?
Well, the way that I handle this, and it is something that comes up all the time, like a prime example are both of the things that you mentioned, a rust stain and an oil stain. So if a customer calls and they're like, hey, we are needing our driveway cleaned. And so you give them a price like I quote remotely with Quote IQ. So I just pull up the property. I can map it out on the measuring tool, and I can also see a street view of it just to kind of determine, the size and scope. Then I quote worst case scenario, meaning that it's going to have to be pre-treated and post-treated. And I've got a pretty good idea of how long something like that takes. So I can assess a very accurate price to that quote. Now, I make it clear that everything that we do is we are removing the surface pollutants, right? It's just like if your wife gets a stain on a silk blouse, you can take it to the dry cleaners and they're going to dry clean it, but they will charge you for stain removal. And that's exactly how I kind of talk to the customer about this if they ask. If they've got rust or something like that, after the job is complete or before, if you see it, just have the conversation and say, hey, I noticed that you guys have rust stains. Make sure that they understand it's not a stain and not a surface pollutant. And that, the driveway is going to look phenomenal when we're done cleaning it, but those stains are still going to be there for X amount of dollars. We would be more than happy to treat those specifically with our special chemicals to remove the rust stains and or the oil stains or whatever the case is. But I think most intelligent people know that stains like that are going to take more time. They're going to take more specialty chemicals. It's going to take a different set of skills to remove that. They understand that it's something that is going to be extra. And if they don't, then you can have the conversation like we just had and let them know. And if they choose not to, that's fine. But I think a lot of people may be just trying to get over on you if they're suggesting that.
And I think one thing that you can lean on with regards to verbiage is it's a different process. So if you lean on what the process is, like it's a completely different process to remove an oil stain or a rust stain as it is to clean a house, right? Because you're killing organic matter. Those aren't organics, those are stains, as Mike mentioned. So lean on the word process. It's not in our process. We have to use a specialty chemical, kind of exacerbate how long it's going to take or what the efforts are going to be to take it
Right.
off. And that's why and it's something that they couldn't remove. So it should almost be easier to sell. And it's something that a lot of other people don't even know that it's able to be removed. I don't know how long I cleaned houses and stuff for Mike, and I didn't know how to remove rust stain. I didn't even know what it was. I just thought it was orange stuff on people's concretes.
Right.
So
Yeah. And, people will say all the time, like, oh, I give them a price for their house wash of X. And they're like, does that include the roof? I'm like, no, it sure doesn't. That's a completely different process. But for an additional X amount of dollars, we can also clean your roof and remove all of those ugly black streaks and get it looking brand new again. Just in every opportunity, for an upsell.
I had a person I called off of Google. It was a lady, and I said, "Hey, I was wondering if I saw you were interested in getting a house wash. Was there any other services that you were interested in? Driveway cleaning or roof cleaning?" And she goes, "Oh, I thought the driveway was included." And I'm like, "No, ma'am, you wanted a house wash. You didn't ask for a driveway cleaning." So some customers you need to explain these things to, and you need to notice when somebody says something like that. That's a person that's leaning more heavily on the price, right? Because there was a bunch of other indications within the conversation that she was going to be super heavy on what the price is, and if this is, because she was
Yeah.
like, "My house isn't that dirty. There's only a few spots. It's a
Right.
newer house." Like she was just leaning so heavily, and so
Already telling you what your price should be. Pop up
exactly.
Dennis Hogan's message here.
Okay, putting a lien
Putting a
on a
mechanic's liens on someone's house just because they didn't pay your $600 is not exactly honorable. And Dennis, I assume you probably don't have a job and you live in your parents' basement, but under the assumption that you do in fact have a job, you're earning a paycheck. You tell me how you would feel if at the end of the week your employer didn't pay you. Are you going to just let it go? You're just going to be, you know what? That's fine. I don't need to get paid for this week. I put in the work. I put in the effort. I did what I said I was going to do for you. Don't worry about paying me. Okay. Then after you think about what I just said, go back and delete your comment, because now the world knows that Dennis Hogan is a complete idiot.
There we go. All right. I'm glad you got that one out of your system, Mike. Here we go. Matt Beasley. What are some of the best marketing methods? I run Facebook ads, but my area is mainly older residents, and most have never heard of Facebook. LOL. Thanks, guys. I would not discount Facebook so quickly. If you knew how many users Facebook had, like, I don't know how many people live in your city or anything like that, but Facebook is it's more of the process of how you're running things. So I would highly recommend you check out the Facebook ad strategy. I have a specific strategy for service businesses for acquiring customers, because you may not be getting any leads, but you also might not have any type of strategy with regards to how you're running these. So you really want to dial in on that first and foremost. Other marketing methods, though, Mike, you want to touch on that?
Well, yeah, well, let me just say this: I am not a huge Facebook user. I don't have a personal like Facebook page where I post pictures of my food or my cat. Or I don't have a cat, but I don't use Facebook. But my age group and people that are actually a little bit older than me are the first users of Facebook. My sister is like 50 something, and she was like one of the first users on Facebook when it first came out. She was at the University of Alabama at the time. So older people still are on that. People with money still are on that. And so like Justin said, I wouldn't discount it. Justin's got a great Facebook ad strategy that it's proven. Like, people have tremendous amounts of success. He's run some ads for me, and it's generated a tremendous amount of lead flow, as well as money in the form of jobs, which we've been able to land because of that. But think about Google ads. People go to Google with the intent to buy. And if you're not ranking high on Google, if you're brand new, if you've only been in business for a while, then spend a couple bucks there, because people are going there and searching. So you want your name to pop up first. And with a Google ad, depending on how much you spend, you're going to get in front of a lot more people, in my opinion, with a higher intent to buy based on the search, as opposed to just stumbling upon an ad on Facebook. So that's one of the things that I would do. And then I would target those specific neighborhoods where the people that you're targeting, the older folks that have got the most money, where they live. And you can do that with, every door direct mail. You can go through Postcard Mania. You can go hand deliver flyers or postcards. Go knock on doors if you're into that. Just be careful of solicitation laws and what, kind of the look of how that looks for your company. But if you are struggling and you don't have, a bunch of jobs, just get out there and hustle.
Amen, brother. Exterior Cleaning Solutions, St. Louis. I'm absolutely killing it with Facebook ads. I highly recommend Justin's course. Made my money back the day after my first ad. That's one of my things on WashCon. I tell everybody, I'm like, dude, y'all are here. As long as you are able to implement this strategy, you're going to make your money back within, no time. Because I have like a whole list of people that have sent me like screenshots of like, hey, I'm landing gas station cleanings, or one dude landed a whole HOA, like cleaning all the gutters in an HOA. I think it was like $12,000. I had another guy who has a painting company. He paints cabinets specifically. He landed like $30,000 his first week running ads with the strategy. So it absolutely crushes. I would definitely check it out. The dynamic duo, you guys need to stomp out the pressure wash punk crowd. There's a lot of them. They multiply. As soon as Mike kind of like kind of riles them up when he puts out his videos, and like they just start swarming a little bit. Then he tries to like stomp them all out, right, Mike?
Well, the thing about it is people, they don't like success. They think that people like us who are out here providing knowledge and information to help people grow their businesses, to make their businesses better, are bad. They think that we're contributing to the oversaturation of the market. And that is just not the case, right? The only people that are actually going to watch our videos, that are going to take the things that we teach and they're going to implement them in their own business, the people that are going to invest in themselves and take the how to wash course or the marketing course or get Justin's Facebook ad strategy, right? Like, these are the people that are going to have an impact on your market. But the sad thing is 90% of the people that watch our videos will never do anything, right? They will never do anything. And so my suggestion to anybody that talks poorly about people that are out here promoting success and we're not, this is not a get rich quick scheme. We're not promising anybody anything, right? exactly what I just said. You have to take it and you have to implement it. You have to put in the work, the effort, the time, because it does. It takes time, but you can shortcut the learning curve and really get ahead of everybody else that's unwilling to do the hard work. There is no honor, in my opinion, in getting out there and learning it the hard way, right? Like, why would you want to waste that much time, that much and that much energy and lose that much money learning when you can surround yourself with people like Justin and myself, Cody and Aaron, who are going to point you in the right direction, lead you down the path to the most money, the quickest way possible. It just reminds me, like, imagine a line, just a straight line, and you're at the beginning of the line and success is at the end of the line, right? The way you want to go is just a straight line. But when you try to do it yourself, the line starts to look like this, right? And when the line is like this, you're going all the way around, trying to find the best way, trying to find the things that work, the right equipment, the right marketing. Or you can shortcut all of that and just take the straightest line that goes across to where you want to be. And so there are a lot of people that talk down, but that's one of the things about putting yourself out here like we do is we're okay with it. I mean, I take a beating a lot, and it doesn't bother me. In fact, I actually kind of thrive on it because that means people are talking. That means people have their eyes on us, and that's all about marketing. People question some of my tactics, my responses, but what does it do, Justin? What am I doing? I'm generating I mean, people are just drawn.
Viral marketing. It's how do we get the most eyeballs possible?
Yeah.
So hey, look, what are you gonna do? Eric says, going into my third season, would it concern you as an owner if 80% of your business is commercial work? I'm feeling as though I'm putting all my eggs in one basket. Mike, this is right up your alley, man.
Yeah, I've been there and I've done that. I think if you've watched my channel, this happened to us. We were heavy commercial prior to the Great Recession. That came to be, and the people that we were working for, most of them were restaurants, small businesses, gas stations, and they decided they were going to scale back on their cleaning because it wasn't something that, and we talk about it here, that moved the needle, right? They still needed to sell their gas, they still needed to sell their food, but people were still going to come whether or not the sidewalks were cleaned every week or not. So we had to call an audible, and we kind of went down the residential pathway, and now it's it's a much more even basket of work that we do, multifamily, some commercial, residential. That way, if something does happen, you're not, like you said, having all your eggs in one basket. I would just do my best to stay in front of all customers, whether it's commercial or not. And that way, if something does happen, like, always be marketing for the residential side, and you can backfill, but you've also got that customer base, or that customer list, at least, of people that were reaching out to you. So make sure you're keeping your customers and you're able to, keep in front of them when the time comes.
Boom. My best advertisement was when I started walking up and down my community with flyers, introducing myself to my neighbors. It's a great way to go. For anybody who doesn't have money, get out there. 188 houses. I was shocked at how many people said yes, and they wanted to call me.
That's great.
Or they always call me. When is WashCon going to be in multiple locations?
Well, we have had it in multiple locations. We had it in Nashville last year. We had it in Roanoke in early February. We're having it in Roanoke again in September. But we also have WashCon virtual available. Actually, it's not available, is it?
Yeah, it should be available right now. You can check it out on the website.
Okay, WashCon Live. That's right. Okay, we're taking it away after WashCon gets closer. So we're doing another WashCon event in Roanoke, September 8th and 9th, I believe. And this time it's only going to be VIP days, 2 VIP days, round table style. But we also have the virtual version that we professionally had recorded by some guys at this last event. So you can get that, and you can see all 4 of our presentations from WashCon. It's 6 hours?
It is. It's over 6 hours of content from.
Yeah, and it's just Cody, Aaron, Justin, and myself. Our presentations that we gave, and it's great, right? You can get that, and it's a virtual event right there. It's over 6 hours. But if you do decide you want to come to the live event, in Roanoke on the 8th and the 9th of September, then you actually get the virtual event for free. So you can watch that and come prepared with questions for us.
Exactly. So if you guys are interested in that, check it out, washconlive.com, and you can get the replay. Okay, let me swap back over. Boom. The old rich people have been hard to land in my area. I bid $550 to soft wash $4,000 stucco house and got turned down. Sean. A lot of this, okay, so we just did an inner circle call yesterday, and it was specifically on selling. We went so deep into like selling psychology, things to say on site, selling against your competition, just like all the different facets of it. One thing to keep in mind with rich people is, or people with affluent people with a lot of money, let's pretend for a second that you owned $1 million home, okay? And you got 3 different pressure washing quotes. Really, which one would you be leaning towards? You would probably associate the price with the highest quality, right? So would you want the guy who charged $330, $550, or the guy who's going to charge, maybe $900, $1,000? Like, you got to kind of get into the mind of your prospect. The other thing is how you're showing up on site, how you're talking with them, the things that you're saying. There's a lot of different things that go into the selling process that you might be missing and losing some of these jobs. Right, Mike?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, sweet. So check out the inner circle if you want to get in on that call, and kind of like, we just go a lot deeper into some of the stuff in there. Market isn't oversaturated. If demand is there, already about 15 companies in the largest city of Missouri don't care. Start a pressure washing business here. It's working. Be a bet on yourself. Absolutely.
Yeah, I like that.
Absolutely. Work smarter, not harder. Todd, what's up, Todd? We appreciate you hanging out, man.
I like Todd.
Props from Australia. Let's see if we got anything else in here. I think it's getting easier to get jobs that require physical labor. Hard workers can name their price.
That's very true.
Dude, handyman, like if you were able to do handyman or mechanic work, you'd be able to get a lot of jobs. Oh, look, we got a super chat from Luis Flores. Thank you, Luis. 99 cents. What are you going to get with that, Mike?
Well, I have to split it with you.
That's right. So you're not getting much. Maybe like a piece of bubble gum.
I'm gonna go down to the grocery store and I'm gonna buy myself a bubble gum. Gumball.
Okay, I'm starting a gutter cleaning business. How can I drum up business other than door to door? Sell gutter guards. All right, Mike.
I love gutter guards.
Mike's a big fan of the gutter guard industry. Dude, I feel like everything consists of 3 things. It's about price, it's about what equipment should you have, and maybe like what chemical, or price, what equipment, and how to get customers. That's pretty much like the 3 biggest things that we get asked about. Every video we talk about. We've talked about how to get customers this entire video. Let's see. Justin's Facebook ads are hitting at $5 a conversion. Been running for 2 days, about $40 ad spend so far at 9 messages. That's really good. We had a dude in the inner circle yesterday who did 28 message conversions on $200, and he landed a $3,200 roof cleaning off of it. And he was like, "How can I get more? Well, what am I doing? How can I get more?" When you're talking about scaling your business like this, it really comes down to how much money you're willing to spend. As long as you have a multiplier, like if you were to put $1 in and get $3 out, how much money would you put into like a box? You just like keep shoving money into it. So as long as like you're coming out profitable, the more money you shove in, the more that you're ultimately going to scale. Obviously, there's going to be a point where you break even, but that's how it goes. One Wizard, what's up, guys? Have a great weekend. We're on vacation for a week. Mike's about to go on vacation for a week.
I am looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Okay, you want to wrap, Mike?
We never even went into any videos. Viral videos.
Okay, you want to go through some videos?
Yeah.
You just seemed like you were enjoying.
I was reading all these comments, seeing if there was anything good.
Okay, we'll go through some videos real quick. Okay, hold on.
Did you guys see the video Cody recently uploaded? He sent us that video before he went live and made that video. So yeah, we saw that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things is when you sometimes, and I'm somebody that has built all of my own equipment for many, many, many years up until like a year or so ago when I got one of Southeast Softwash's trailers. But, when you are doing it yourself, and if you're not like completely adept at wiring and plumbing and all of that, things can go wrong. And, you learn from your mistakes. But that guy who wired up his trailer wrong, or whatever happened, I'm not even sure what happened. But that's a big mistake, right?
And so, like, a lot of people are like, "Oh, all y'all want to do is sell courses or whatever." Well, Cody's been building rigs for 3 years. So we put together a course on how Cody builds rigs. Like, how much would you pay for 3 years of wiring experience, plumbing experience, what equipment you need, what fittings go on what, like what the frame is, how everything is placed? Like, or you can just try to build it yourself. And if it catches on fire and blows up, then, it is what it is. We put together that course and it's incredibly valuable if you guys want to check that out. How to build a rig course. All right, Mike, let's go through some comments on here because this was the title of the video. Oh, wait, hold on. This is not. Let's start with this one first.
Oh, I love those birds.
It won't let me go back to the first one. Okay, hold on. Let's do this right quick.
Hey, look at that guy.
Hey, he's all over the place, big guy. Did you just destroy that house? All right, top comments. I too want to be a thousandaire. This is the weirdest gender reveal I've seen. That's
one's
my
pretty
favorite comment. That one's hilarious. I like the chewable pill the dentist gives you that turns your teeth fluorescent pink purple.
There on this video, this one went really, really big, lots of views and lots of comments. But one of the things there must be some kind of like anime type of bird or something that like has pink blood, because like there were so many comments about, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but like tons and tons of comments about like some weird like Asian sounding word. I think it was
Mike,
like
next time your house
Pokemon.
has a stomach ache, spray some Pepto-Bismol on it. Dude, that's pretty good. That house never had an upset stomach again. Looks like somebody didn't pay their bill.
People, there was like, oh, I thought you were actually painting this house. Why didn't you tape off the windows? There was a tremendous amount of videos. And this was a good one. People, and in this video at the end, I made a comment about the birds, and that we save these birds. I think that's this one.
I think it was actually, it might be this one. Oh wait, we save lives today. This was the
Yeah.
bird saving one.
Yeah, I made that video because I was filming Mac doing this house, and we had some of this pink stuff that I was like, oh, this is fun. So there was some little birds that he found on the front door light and so I filmed them because they were cute, and then I made this video of there they are.
Oh,
But
did you
people
move
got
them,
so
Mike?
mad because I said that those birds were going to turn into super villain birds because we sprayed them with our chemical. But because we didn't spray them with our chemical, they weren't going to turn into like evil birds. And so that I saved the world by doing that. And the amount of people that were so angry that I'm spraying chemicals, that we didn't actually save the birds. We disrupted the birds where they were living. And, like, just because you didn't kill them didn't mean you saved them. Like, people just get ridiculous in the comments, and it makes me happy.
I like this one. You're welcome, world. Plants and soil. Are we a joke to you?
Yeah. And then they got mad because like that our chemicals go into the ground and probably kill worms.
Yeah,
And
dude.
that was one of the comments that, yeah, you might not have killed the birds then, but your chemicals go into the ground, kill the worms, and now the birds are going to starve. Well,
The
probably
body
not.
is okay. Sweet. Let's go to the next one. This was a good one. This is one of my favorites. This is when you talked about you wanted to make profit with your business, right, Mike? You're in it
Yeah.
for the money.
Yeah.
That's all
Some
it.
girl called Katie just said, you're only in it for the money. And my response was, yes, I am only in this for the money. I do not clean concrete or pressure wash houses because I find joy in it. It is a service that you can make a good living at. And that was the point of that. But people in this video, they really weren't mad at me. They were more mad at Katie for being a liberal socialist.
Dude, this one got 208,000 likes. Katie can come clean my driveway for free anytime. I'm so blessed to have people willing to do work for free. Thanks, Katie. Dude, that's pretty good. 21,000 likes on this one. You're doing a good job for the money. No shit, that's why I have a job. Oh, these are funny. Why are you in this job? I always dreamed to wash the dirt off people's garages for free
For
just to see it
free.
clean. Hey, there's people on YouTube that do that, you know?
Oh, there are lots of guys out there that do stuff for free just to get views. I assure you that I don't do anything for, well, that's not true. Okay, this was a great one. Start this one over.
I can't.
I wish we could play sound.
I think I can. Can you hear this?
Shopping center. The
Yeah,
very
go
same
back
day
to
we
the
cleaned
other
it,
one.
the property manager called. We charged our customer $1,200 to wash their driveway and ended up destroying it because the ethyl methylene in our surfactant leached into the cracks, reacted with the iron.
What?
Okay, I completely made up that chemical name.
Look at all the
Ethylcomethylene,
words.
right? Completely fabricated name because this never happened. Those cracks were actually on a sidewalk near my house, and I zoomed in super tight on them so it looked bad. And I said that this made-up chemical went into the cracks. Then it reacted with the iron in the soil and then rapidly expanded and completely destroyed the driveway. And I said that I didn't think I was at fault, that I thought the driveway was at fault, and that we charged them $1,200 to clean this driveway. And they went absolutely ape shit in the comment section saying that I don't know what I'm doing. And not only that, but at the very end of the video on the screen, it says, "You've been trolled," meaning nothing in that video was actually accurate. And but yeah, lots of comments on this one saying that I am an idiot because I should have known my job better. I shouldn't have used that chemical. I should have known that it would react with the iron in the, you know, from the cracks, and you didn't do an inspection. But at the end of the day, people just need to pay a little bit more attention. This was like a 30-second video. And because of that video, I made another one, which was even more blatantly in your face. And the words on the screen didn't match what was actually happening in the video. And I basically told them that the chemical, again, that I mentioned in this video, not this one, the roof cleaning one, was a specific chemical. And it was actually the main ingredient in hemorrhoid cream. And I thought that was funny because you're not reading the screen, you're an asshole, and you probably have hemorrhoids. And so I used that cream. And I also said that nothing in this video is real. Please read the words on the screen. All of this is flashing on the screen for people, but they're so intent on the fact that I'm an idiot because I destroyed these people's roof and then blame it on them. But they also got really upset with the price, right? It was the price that they were upset about more than anything, right? Like, I can't believe you charged $4,300 to clean that roof when, like, I'm thinking $4,300. Okay. And I'll just replace my roof for 43. Do you live in a shed? Like, I just replaced my roof and it was $25,000. Right. I don't know who lives in a house where you can replace a roof for $4,300. And if you do, I'm sorry. But dang, like, people get so angry when I say that we make money. Right. Why? Like, stop.
They hate it. They don't want anyone to make money, Mike.
That's unbelievable.
That's ridiculous. Dude, I had a short that talked about the time that my buddy flipped a truck. Okay, so I flipped trucks, but I brought a buddy with me because we were going to pick up multiple trucks. He drove it back in less than a mile from my house, literally flipped it into a ditch. And I talked about how we weren't friends again after that because he never spoke to me again. Like, he owed me $5,000 for a truck that we had purchased. And it had a similar riff
Reaction.
with people about, you know, you're a bad friend, like, la, 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 like,
Oh, dude, I just made a video yesterday about not giving a friends and family discount. Right. And the fact that, you know, we're small businesses, and when people are, especially your friends and your family, are expecting or asking for a discount, it's disrespectful to you, right? In my opinion. Like, if I offer it to you, that's one thing. But if you're like, hey man, can you do better than that? You know, we're buddies. Well, no, this is a business and I'm here to make a profit. This isn't a buddy, you know, like, we're not pals, and like, we're pals, but that doesn't mean I'm not still in business, right? Walmart doesn't give you a discount. And does that guy's job, will they give me a discount when I roll up just because I'm friends with them? Absolutely not. And our businesses shouldn't either. But there was a lot of comments about, like, well, you're not a real friend if you don't give a discount, right? Well, a real friend doesn't ask for a discount, right? It's just people's mindset on profit is so bizarre to me. Or maybe they're just so altruistic on the comment section, because, like, the guy that said, oh, you're going to put a lien on the house because they didn't pay you. You're damn right. I want my money. Like, we did the work. You hired us. You're going to pay. And so just like when you go to your job, you expect to be paid for the time that you put in when you're working. So people are just funny.
It's hard for people to hear that you could make $1,400 in like an afternoon washing a roof whenever they probably, maybe make $1,400 for the month or something. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
maybe it's some of that, but it's just, it goes into a free market, free enterprise. You know what I mean? Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I think friends and family should pay more. I think there's actually should be a tax for friends and family when they try to get you to do something, because they know that you're running a business. Come on, people. Business ain't free. Am I right, Mike?
Business is not free. It costs money to run a business.
Exactly. Anyway, hey, look, you know what doesn't cost money? You know what doesn't cost money, Mike?
Quote IQ free version.
That's right. And you could win 2 free MacBooks if you use the premium or platinum version of Quote IQ. So be sure to check that out. It'll be linked in the comment section and the description. We've done a bunch of stuff recently. We just did a live last week, I think, or earlier this week, talking about all the different adjustments we've made and things that we've added in. And we have a very exciting announcement for next week, which we can't wait to tell you guys about. We're testing it currently, and it should be really good. Right, Mike?
I'm very excited about this next announcement.
Right. So check it out. March 23rd, we're going to do a live drawing for the 2 free MacBooks to 2 premium platinum subscribers of Quote IQ. And I hope you guys are ready for the next giveaway, because it's going to be even better. It's going to be awesome. Right, Mike? The next giveaway was a bet or a challenge, or someone said that we wouldn't do it. So we might just have to do it. You know what I mean?
We are doing it.
We're doing it.
And it's just an introduction. Still doing the $500 giveaway. Yes, get Mike's money, right? And that is the last time we went live, I was just kind of spitballing, and I said that anybody that has downloaded Quote IQ, has used Quote IQ, and will make a video testimonial. And the crazy thing is I think we've only got like 25 people that sent us videos. And so there's only 25 people that are entered right now to win $500. All you have to do is turn on your phone, flip it around, tell me your name, tell me your business, tell me why you downloaded Quote IQ and some of the features that you like, and I'll give you. We're going to enter you in a drawing, and you're going to win $500. Someone will win $500. So if you want to do that, it's still we're going to do that giveaway the same day that we're giving away the 2 MacBooks. So if you're interested in that, just email us the link to the video, title it Quote IQ Review, and we'll enter your name into the drawing. You can email us at support@quoteiq.io.
Exactly. And then the other giveaway that we're going to be doing is the Ranger. The Ranger's next. I hope y'all are excited. That's going to be a good one. We're really excited about it. I wanted to give away a vehicle for a while, but we weren't sure what the first one was going to be. So we settled on a brand newish 2002 Ford Ranger, but it's going to be good. I'll put a video out and show you guys what it looks like and everything. So it's going to be great. Mike, anything else before we wrap this?
No, I'm ready to leave and go on vacation.
Okay, comment down below vacation if you made this far in the video. Wish Mike a good vacation, because he's going to be going, I don't know if we can disclose the location, but
I'm going out west to a tall mountain to do some snow skiing.
Oh, let's see who can guess it in the comment section description where Mike's going. First person.
Where am I going?
Where is he going? First person to guess it wins
a high five if you ever meet me in person.
Sweet. All right. My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed, all about pressure washing and Quote IQ. And until next time, hustle hard and get that money, baby. Peace.